Okay, so in this one we will set it up branch 3. So what we have set up, what I set up behind the scenes just to save time is the IP addressing, and in this one we have decided that we will have a public address uh, purchased from ISP1. So we purchased this address from ISP1. This is I set it up as a host address on loopback 99, and that's it. I did nothing else on this side, and then I went to ISP1 and I created a static route saying that if you want to reach 60.6 you can go to 36.6 so that it has reachability. So if I bring that thing up, no shut, if I do no shut here, so you can see that ISP1 can reach that guy, right? And what I did is I also added it to BGP so that my neighbor will know about it. So I added it to the BGP, so my neighbor is known about it, so it's ISP2, so ISP2 knows about it, right? So this is what the BGP part is, but now I wanted to make sure that ISP2 can also reach it without if the BGP route goes down. So we have to make sure that so we have to know how to make this route goes away, right? So if I shut down loopback 99, I need to create an SLA here. So I will say IP SLA1, and I say ICMP echo, and then the destination is 192.160.6 with the we don't need to put any source or anything, right? We just need to ping this guy. We don't need to do anything else here, just for the sake of this configuration. And then we go to track 1, IP SLA 1, right? This is what we want to do. We want to say the state, right? This is what we want to set here, and also we want to do IP SLA 1, IP SLA monitor. We also want to do monitor. Where is it? IP SLA schedule 1, and then we'll say the start time is now and life is forever, right? And now if we look at the show track 1, so this track is up, right? So the return code is okay, and it is also in my static IP. So if I look at show run include route, you will see that I'm tracking the one. So for some reason I have to, so let me remove this guy. I don't know why this guy is coming in. Let's see, show run ratio, make sure that we have that, right? So include route, so we have that, and right now if you look at the track 1, that is up, right? So if I go on to the branch 2 and I do shut down the loopback, no, sorry, and if I shut down this guy, ISP should lose its state. Let's see if it's working fine. So far nothing. So far nothing. Yeah, now it's down. So when it's down, ISP2 will not know about it, right? So ISP2 will also withdraw that. So now we have a static route. So now the static route came in, and previously it was BGP. Right? So default is through BGP, and then the final is static route. So that is fine. So now we are working fine. So I can go to branch 2 and I can say no shut. So we have successfully done that. Now what we need to do, we need to make sure that we have the route and all that stuff. So this configuration now is valid. So what we need to do, we already did all these things, so we can remove this successfully, right? We don't need to put this thing there. For the access list, yes, we are looking for 6 and 66, right? And if you look, we can put it 66.6 and 6.6 if you want to put it, right? Because it has 2 interfaces. So one is 46.6, which is Ethernet 0x1. And let's see, there's no harm in that. So I will copy and I will say this one is 0 by 0 and 0 by 0, and this one will be 36.6, right? And this will be outside, this will be outside, this will be inside, this will be inside, and I don't need to put anything on the loopback 99, right? We have these two, we have this, and now instead of interface, we will put an IP address here. Now, so we can put interface loopback 99, right? Because that's the interface I want to go out with. We have tunnel, so this tunnel will be 6, and this remains the same, this remains the same, this remains the same. This changed from loopback 99, right? And then this remains the same, this remains the same, this remains the same. This changed from 6, this remains to 66, and this remains the same. And then the route, the static route, the most important thing, right? So the static route, we have two routes, right? And that's what I did here. If you look at show run into route, I have two routes, and I'm tracking the one, right? So I can put this thing here. So these are the two things we required for this case. So my primary ISP is ISP1, so I'm tracking the interface. I can track the SLA, pinging the ISP, so on and so forth. I can track the hub router or hub ISP, whatever I can do, right? But in this one, I'll just do this, and if I paste it here, hopefully everything will come up accordingly. Yeah, tunnel is up, right? So if I look at show IP route, or if I look at show IP EIG IP neighbor, I have a neighbor with 2. I do not have a neighbor with 1 right now. So just wait. So again, this guy is having some issue with tunnel 1. Something happened to headquarter. It says it's up, you see. It says it's up, but on branch 2 you're not seeing it. So this is again the issue with with our emulator, because this is up, and if I can ping, let's see if I can ping 1.1, I cannot ping 1.1. So let me shut it down and unshut it. So just to, because I can ping 1.2, so it's that's what bothers. See, I can ping that. So let's do that. Interface down 1. Do shut. Wait, and now do no shut. And let's see if it comes up. Set up. 2 is up. So from 1 it's not coming up. Okay, so we should verify, right? So can we ping 192.113.1 or 3 and 1? Yes, I can. Can headquarter ping that? Ping 192.160.6. So this guy cannot ping that, and that was the issue, right? So why this guy cannot ping that if we have a default route, right? So who's sending this unreachable address? This is what we need to find out, where it is coming from. But this guy can reach. Can this guy reach? Yes, this guy can reach. So something wrong on the ISP end, right? Because this track is down. So ISP1 track is down. So let's see why this guy is down. So let's do show run section, not section, include route. So I have this route which is track 1, right, which is fine. So now let's do one more thing. Let's go to show run include SLA. So we have IP SLA 1. We have IP SLA scheduled like whatever start time now, and we are tracking that. So if I do section, I'm pinging 60.6. So can I ping 192.160.6? So this guy can't ping it. So that's the problem, right? That is the problem. So is 36.6 is down or up? Let's see if I have made some issue here. Show IP interface brief exclude assign. So this is live troubleshooting. So we are doing Ethernet 0. So this is up. This is up, and this is up. So everything is fine here. But somehow ISP1 is not able to reach this guy, which should be and fine. So if I look at show IP route of 192.160.6, it's not in the table. The reason is my track is down, right? So somehow I have to bring my track up, which right now it's not happening. It is not happening, right? So how can we bring it up? Okay, so there's something wrong with the SLA. So we have track SLA, we have one SLA, we have to schedule it forever, and inside the SLA we are just doing SMP echo. Okay, let's put a source address. So let's go there. I usually doesn't matter, but in this case, delete no start. Okay, so we do no IP SLA1, IP SLA1, and then we say SMP echo, and we say this is our destination, and this is source IP is 192.136.6. Let's say this is how we will do that. Usually it doesn't matter, so let's verify that we have our track in place. Before that we'll say IP SLA schedule 1, and then say start now, live forever, right? And then we'll make sure that our track is in place. Do show one section track. So track is there. So let's do show track 1, and it is still down. It's still down. So there's something wrong. Okay, this is my mistake. So we should not put 60.6 in the track. We should put the interface itself. So let's do that. So we'll do again no IPSLA1. Sorry guys, I totally skipped my mind. IPSLA1, and we'll say ICMP echo 192.136.6 with the source IP of 192.136.3. And then we'll say exit out from here, and then we'll say IP SLA schedule 1 start now live forever. Okay, and now it should come up. Okay, now it's up because I was tracking the same one. So now it's up. So now branch 1 have another one. So that is fine. So that's my part mistake, that I was tracking the same address which was down. Okay, so I can write it down. So now my branch 2 should have show IP route EIG IP from branch 1, headquarter 1, and then once headquarter 1 loses connection, then we move to headquarter 2. So now this is fine, because now if I go on to interface Ethernet 0 by 0 and shut it down, now that track will go down. See, now this track will go down, and this protocol went down. My default gateway is changed, right? And hopefully this will come down. So if I do show track 1, because I'm tracking the same one, it takes some time, but it will happen. See, it's down. So once it's down, then now it moves to IP2, and again I have the so if I do show IP route EIGRP, now I'm pointing towards gateway 2. So this is not the best solution, but this is a solution we have for now, right? So now we have all 3 branches working, and they can reach everything in branch 4. So from branch 2, if I want to ping 192.1. Not 192, it's a 10 network, 10.1.8.8 with the source of loopback 0. I can reach it. So see, so I can go anywhere around. So in the next video, I will be putting the security stuff like IPsec. Our first task is the IPsec one, because we want to make sure that our DMVPN tunnel are secure, right? So this is our task is, because we just shut it down, it's up. And if we do a trace, it will go towards this will go towards headquarter 1. See, 1.1 is headquarter 1, and then it goes from there. So there you go. I hope that this makes some sense. If you guys have any questions, you can always contact me by email, and I will be happy to respond. Thank you. Have a good one.